Well, Monroe police investigating a triple homicide. Good evening to you. I'm Jennifer Andrews. Our Shahid Evans was at the scene today and joins us now with details. Shahid?
Jennifer, Monroe police say the deadly shooting involved a 2-year-old baby and 2 adult male in a home invasion. Police say the shots rang out just before 3 a.m. in the 2000 block of Grammont in between South 18th and 20th Streets. Chief Vic Zordon thinks those involved knew each other. He also says drugs played a role, and the chief sounds disgusted as he describes the crime.
What we have here is a special kind of evil. There's evil in the world, but this is a different kind. You got a baby killer that's running around on the loose right now. We've got some very good leads by some fine detective work that are leading us in the right direction.
Zordon plans to expand patrol, youth outreach, and neighborhood accountability. He also called on judges and prosecutors to meet with police to discuss their sentencing process. If you have any information, get in touch with the police.
Monroe, Louisiana, a quiet southern city known more for its hospitality than its horror. But late one October night, something unimaginable shattered that peace. Sirens cut through the still air. Blue and red lights flickered against the walls of small brick houses on Grammont Street. 3 people were dead, and one of them was just 2 years old. Before the public even knew what had truly happened, whispers began. A house, a gun, and a burst of violence that no one saw coming. The next morning, the city's leaders stood before cameras, faces grim and voices heavy. Monroe's mayor and police chief had one job: to explain the unexplainable. But even as they spoke, no one really knew why this happened, or who had the kind of rage to kill an innocent child.
Our top story at 6, Monroe Mayor Friday Ellis and the Monroe Police Department held a press conference today after a triple homicide took place in the city last night. NBC 10's Shaw Pryor was at the emotional press conference and has more.
The result of this is the loss of life of a 2-year-old child. If you know something, say something.
Last night on the 2000 block of Grammont Street, there was a triple homicide that took the life of a 2-year-old child and 2 others.
What we have here is a special kind of evil. There's evil in the world, but this is a different kind. Make no bones about it, baby killers are our highest priority. Any loss of life is terrible, but to do that to a child who never had a chance to do anything is unacceptable in any world.
Monroe Police Chief Vic Zordon says that the situation potentially involved retribution, and he urged the community to not take matters into their own hands.
Drugs were involved in this case. These individuals knew each other. Retribution was a possibility, and what I encourage the public to do is not take matters into your own hands. I know when the situation is significant as this, when you've got a 2.5-year-old female baby dead, that you want to take things in your own hands. Don't do that. That makes things worse.
The call to action for the community is to report any knowledge they have of the situation to help Monroe Police capture a suspect.
This isn't just about this crime, it's about justice. It's important that we all put our foot down to say these folks are breathing borrowed air, and they are no longer allowed in this community. But we are a part of the criminal justice system, and we take our part seriously. And we ask that anybody else involved in this to take their serious as well.
Mayor Ellis stood beside Police Chief Vince Zordon, both visibly shaken. Chief Zordon didn't mince words. There were leads, he said, people talking, evidence being pulled from the scene. The suspect, he claimed, knew the victims. That one detail was chilling. This wasn't random. It wasn't a break-in gone wrong. Someone had walked into that home with a purpose, and somewhere in Monroe, that person was still free. Zordon's tone grew stern as he warned the community, don't take matters into your own hands. But by then, fear had already taken hold. Rumors spread like wildfire through the neighborhoods. Names, faces, and accusations no one could confirm. Then came the revelation that silenced the crowd. Among the dead was a 2-year-old girl. Less than 8 hours later, a development no one expected so soon. Chief Zordon called another press conference. This time, his voice carried a mix of relief and fury. A man was in custody, 24-year-old Travis Payton.
Arrest is made in connection with yesterday's triple murder in Monroe. 24-year-old Travis Payton was taken into custody this morning. Payton is accused of killing 27-year-old Jamal Bosley, 25-year-old Jaboris Simpson, and a 2-year-old little girl. He faces 3 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of home invasion, and 1 count of criminal conspiracy. He was booked into the Ouachita Parish Correctional Center and is being held without bond.
3 counts of first-degree murder, home invasion, criminal conspiracy. It was a name that sparked instant outrage because for so many people in Monroe, Payton wasn't a stranger. Chief Zordon didn't hold back. He said Payton had 11 prior arrests, 3 convictions, sentenced to more than 15 years, yet somehow served less than 3. Zordon's words cut deep. If he had served his sentence, he would still be in jail, unable to commit this crime. The weight of those words hung over the room. Their names were Jamal Bosley, 27, Jaboris Simpson, 25, and a 2-year-old girl whose life had barely begun. 3 names, 3 souls, 3 reasons why Monroe's community demanded answers. Who were they to Travis Payton? What was said or done that turned familiar faces into targets? Chief Zordon insisted the suspect knew them. That single detail suggested something more personal, something deeper, maybe a feud, maybe betrayal, or maybe something darker still, the kind of secret people in small towns keep buried.
Families and friends gathered tonight to honor the 3 victims. A candlelight vigil and a balloon release were held at the Monroe Civic Center. NBC 10's Sabrina Stamper was there and has more.
Man, y'all don't know what that means just to go hug her. You ain't gotta say nothing to her. Hug her, grab her hand, squeeze it, walk by. Let her know you out here.
The vigil was hard on everyone who attended, but emotions were especially heightened for parents in the crowd.
You know, I'm a mother, and I had a chance to talk to the young man's mother, and she said, that's my only son. So when I tell you my heart is broken, my heart is broken. You know, but then I have these mixed emotions because there's another part of me that's rejoicing to see the community come together and embrace these families that have suffered such a tragic loss.
And Councilwoman Woods believed it was important for her presence to be felt after the incident happened in her district.
The family needs to know that, you know, I'm here and I'm always here. And they can always call on me. But it's more so to just show the love, to show the support, to let them know that we're real serious about making sure that justice is handled.
She also thanked the local law enforcement after they were able to apprehend the suspect in under 8 hours.
My hats go off to the Monroe Police Department and all of the folk that played a very important role in making sure that we were brought to justice so quickly.
Councilwoman Woods also encouraged community members to collaborate with law enforcement, and if you see something, say something.
Mayor Ellis didn't hide his frustration. His voice trembled with anger as he addressed the crowd. Time and time again, we continue to see people who push poison and violence upon our communities. It's time for accountability. It's time for the justice system to work and put bad people away. To many, it was deja vu. Another senseless tragedy, another round of finger pointing between the streets and the system. But to those who live near Grammont Street, this wasn't politics, it was terror. And it was far from over, because as Zordon reminded reporters, the investigation was ongoing and that there would be more to come. That phrase lingered, more to come. What did he mean? The arrest of Travis Payton should have brought closure, but instead it opened new doors of doubt. If Payton was already known to police, why was he free? Who else was involved in this so-called conspiracy? And why did this massacre happen now, in this house, on this street? Detectives continued to collect evidence quietly behind the scenes, while locals speculated loudly online. Chief Zordon warned against it. Sharing inaccurate information can seriously impede our ability to bring all involved to justice. But the internet didn't stop. Screens lit up with theories, names, motives, hidden connections. And somewhere in that noise, maybe a piece of the truth was already hiding. By now, the name Grammont Street had become infamous, whispered with unease across Monroe. Some claimed to hear gunshots echo in their sleep. Others swore they saw someone walking the block late at night, standing under a streetlight, before disappearing into the dark. Police say they have their man, but residents still ask, if the suspect's in custody, why did it still feel like danger's lurking? And if more arrests are coming, who's next? In a city desperate for peace, Grammont Street has become a symbol of everything that's broken. A broken system, broken families, broken trust. Travis Payton sits behind bars, accused of murder, but the questions continue to circle like vultures. Was this truly the work of one man? Or just the surface of something far more complex, something Monroe isn't ready to face? As police piece together the timeline, the rest of the city can only wait, haunted by what happened, and terrified by what might still come next. Sometimes evil doesn't come from the shadows. Sometimes it lives right next door. Alright y'all, that's the crazy story of the Monroe, Louisiana triple homicide. Hey man, rest in peace to all the victims, especially that 2-year-old baby, man. Hey, get in that comment section, let me know what y'all think. Drillers and trappers, we outside trapping and drilling 247. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!